Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Boise State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired of
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Dances away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boise State!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable. Get them to...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a second and 8. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. Back to pass, it's Carr. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. Got a lot. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field choice. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. You see in the hole, explode through, getting the long touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man. It's Bates.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 72 yards, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. You got to play run, you got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
With the catch, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Using the quick game. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The Broncos send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the gun, running back on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They stop him after a short gain, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Can they catch him? He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
I love when you start bringing linebackers out near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Tripped up for the tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Quickly. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Going up top. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Nelson. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown. No midseason cut. Laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys... over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Makes the catch on the left. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send up that offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, you know, you always look back at games and single plays that turn the tide. With this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run the sneak for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man, and they convert. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Starting to feel a little pressure. Pulls it in. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Just about set to kick it away.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Payne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. Movement here from the tight end. They'll open the second half on the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Stopped at the 1-yard line, mere steps away from taking it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out?
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Nelson. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
He finds his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Handoff to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. One more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up by 17 over Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosion. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he's dragged down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Payne. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
but that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen. A little bit, David, so they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. They'll run play action. Coming after it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I'll tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out.
Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Iron.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Nelson. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Broncos are flying down the field. Going up top on first down. It's complete on the right side.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the tailback. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together.
Oh, ball's out! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He wants to throw here on second down. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart up.
Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
Number 1 in the end zone.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
51, Notre Dame, 34.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Carr. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up,